Hello guys, welcome to the Elementary Knowledge. Today, we're gonna talk about matter and its states. What is matter? Matter is anything that has some mass and occupies some space. Matter is made up of tiny particles called atoms or molecules. Atom is the smallest unit of matter. If same kind of atoms are there or same kind of atoms have bonded together to form a molecule, then a substance is called as element. And if different kind of atoms are bonded together to form a molecule in a substance, then that substance is called a compound. There are four states of matter: solid, liquid, gas, and plasma. Here we will talk about the following properties of matter to differentiate among different states of matter. The number one property we're going to talk about is volume. It is the amount of space that an object occupies in three-dimensional space. Number two is shape. Number three is intermolecular space and forces. The space present between molecules of a substance is called intermolecular space, and the forces that are present between those molecules that act as force of attraction are called intermolecular forces. You can see in the diagram the 5 molecules of water. They have spaces between them that is called intermolecular space. But there is also a force acting between them named as hydrogen bonds. What is hydrogen bond? Hydrogen bond is simply the force of attraction between partially negative oxygen atom and partially positive hydrogen atom in a water molecule. There are other forces of attraction or other intermolecular forces that are not mentioned here. Number 4 is density. Density is defined as mass per volume. In this diagram, you can see the two boxes of same size. The box on the lower side has high mass and the same size. That is why it has high density. And the box on the upper side has lower mass and the same size of box. That's why it has lower density. Number 5 is kinetic energy. It is the energy possessed by molecules when they are in motion or simply when they are moving. Let's talk about solids. Solid is a state of matter in which molecules are strongly held together by strong intermolecular forces, and this state of matter has fixed shape and volume. They are not easily compressed. Molecules in solids vibrate above their mean position because they have high intermolecular forces. Molecules of solids cannot move freely in space. They have small intermolecular spaces. Solids have higher density than liquids and gases. They have a definite shape and volume. Molecules of a solid have low kinetic energy. Why? Because they possess low motion as compared to liquids and gases at the same temperature. Solids cannot flow. Solids cannot diffuse into each other, but some may diffuse in liquids. While diffusion is a movement of molecules from their high concentration towards low concentration. Examples of solids include diamond, gold, ice, plastic, wood, and others. Let's talk about liquids. Liquid is a state of matter in which molecules are held together with intermolecular forces weaker than solids, but stronger than gases. Liquids have fixed volume, but not fixed shape. They change their shape according to their container in which they are contained. Liquid molecules can move in layers, such as their layers can slide on each other. Molecules in liquids can move more than solids, but less than gases, because their intermolecular forces are weaker than solids and stronger than gases. Liquids have more intermolecular spaces than solids, but less than gases. Liquids are also not easily compressed. They have low density than solids, but they are denser than gases. Why? Because they have high intermolecular spaces as compared to solids, but less intermolecular spaces as compared to gases. They have high kinetic energy as compared to solids and low kinetic energy than gases at a given temperature. They can flow and thus they can diffuse easily, but diffusion in liquids is lesser than gases. Examples of liquids include water, honey, milk, oil, mercury at room temperature. Gases. Gas is a state of matter in which molecules are devoid of intermolecular forces. there are no intermolecular forces between the molecules of gases, and if they are negligible. Gases have no fixed volume and no fixed shape. Why? The reason I've already told you. Because they have no intermolecular forces. They occupy all the space available to them. Gases have no intermolecular forces, that is why their molecules can move freely in any direction. This makes them to change their shape and volume easily. Gases have huge intermolecular spaces compared to liquids and solids. Gases can easily be compressed. Why? Because they have huge intermolecular spaces. Whenever you try to compress them, the space between them decreases and they can easily be compressed. They have least density as compared to solids and liquids. The same reason is there. They have high intermolecular spaces, so that's why there is lower mass per unit volume. They have highest kinetic energy because they move very high at a given temperature as compared to their counterparts liquids and solids. They can move and flow and diffuse easily as compared to liquids and solids because they have negligible intermolecular forces. The picture above is showing the freely moving gas molecules in a box, pointing that they have least intermolecular forces. Examples of gases include oxygen gas, carbon dioxide, hydrogen gas, and steam. Then comes the plasma. Plasma is a mixture of bare nuclei, positively charged and negatively charged electrons. They coexist, but as a whole, it has no charge and is said to be neutral. In this picture, you can see positive charges. They are nuclei. And you can see the negative charges. They are electrons that are ripped away from these nuclei. But the whole mass and as a whole, they are neutral because the number of positive charges equals to number of negative charges. They do not have fixed shape and volume and are less denser than solids and liquids. Their behavior is totally dependent upon the presence of charges that they possess. Examples of plasma include lightning. Whenever there is lightning, the gas molecules there are converted into plasma because the electrons of gas molecules are ripped away and they are left with positive nuclei, bare nuclei, and the mixture of those electrons and bare nuclei is called as plasma. And all the stars, including Sun, is an example of plasma because they contain bare nuclei with their electrons ripped away. Here we complete our today's topic. Thank you for your listening and patience. Kindly share, subscribe, and like our videos. See you in the next one. Till then, have a good time and take care.